Good morning, children. I welcome you back again to another online English class. First of all, wishing you all a very delightful day. As I always begin the day's chapter with a valuable or informative thought or idea, and today I would focus on awareness. As well said by Leona Lewis, it's always important to be vigilant of what you're doing and aware of your surroundings. So, today I'm going to make you all aware of a few wild animals through the poem How to Tell Wild Animals from Unit 3 from textbook First Flight. Let's see who's the poet of the poem. The poet of the poem is Carolyn Wells. She was born in 1862 and died in 1942. She was an American poet and writer who wrote more than 170 books. She concentrated especially on nonsense poetry, humor, and children books. She is still remembered as the writer of light verse. Her famous classical limerick is as follows: A canner exceedingly canny one morning remarked to his granny, A canner can anything that he can, but a canner can't can he? Children, you can enjoy this limerick as a tongue twister also. Here I would like to tell you in brief what a limerick is. Limerick is a humorous 5-line poem with the rhyme scheme AABBA. You can see in this limerick the rhyme scheme AABBA is employed. Let's have a brief introduction to the poem. This poem is a humorous poem. It shows the poet's love for wildlife. The wild creatures are described in a highly amusing manner. This delightful poem makes readers aware of the features of various wild animals. The poem is informative as well as entertaining. Children, up next I am going to show you the specific and distinct wild animals picked up by the poet in the poem. And the first one is the Asian lion. As very well said by Rumi, lion is most handsome when looking for food. The second up is Bengal tiger. Third is leopard. Next up is bear. Next is hyena and crocodile. Last but not the least is chameleon. Let's have the paraphrasing of the original text of the poem. Here is the first stanza. The left hand side column is the original text of the poem, and the right hand side column is its explanation. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you'll know it is the Asian lion. The poet says that if you go to the jungles of the east, you may come across a large brownish yellow beast. Then the poet humorously adds that if this beast kills you and roars so loudly that you will die out of fear, that means you have encountered the Asian lion. She has humorously explained the Asian lion, which could kill a person with its roar. Here is the second stanza. This stanza talks about the Bengal tiger. Or if sometime when roaming around, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. Similarly, while roaming around in some eastern country like India, a noble beast may greet you, and if this noble beast is having black stripes over a yellow skin, you should identify it as a Bengal tiger. If this noble beast eats you up, remember this simple rule, which will at once help you make out that it is a Bengal tiger. This time, the poet has used dark humor to explain how a tiger looks like, And once a person has been eaten up by a wild animal, there is no use in determining it. Stanza 3. This stanza talks about leopard. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you'll know it is the leopard. It'll do no good to roar with pain, he'll only leap and leap again. While walking about, if you view a beast with his skin covered with spots, you will know that he is leopard. The leopard too is a beast of prey like the tiger and the lion. Its skin is covered with spots which look like grains of pepper. He will leap at you, and it will be of no use to roar with pain at that time, as the beast will not stop attacking you and will leap and leap again. So, in this stanza, the poet has explained the characteristics of a leopard. Let's move on to the fourth stanza. This stanza talks about a bear. If, when you are walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he'll give you just one more caress. If you come across while walking round your yard a creature whose hug you find extremely firm and tight, be certain that it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess here I refers to the poet. He will give you one more gentle, tight hug or embrace, but will squeeze you to your death. So, you have to be aware of the gentle hug of a bear. Here, stanza 5 is distinguishing the crocodile from hyena. Though to distinguish beasts of prey a novice might nonplus, the crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. In this stanza, the poet says that a newbie or an inexperienced person may get confused in distinguishing one beast of prey from the other. However, you can always distinguish the crocodile from the hyena. Hyenas are known for their happy smiles, while crocodiles shed tears. Both of these are dangerous animals. After they hunt their prey, hyenas smile, whereas crocodiles shed tears. Next up is stanza 6th, and this stanza talks about chameleon. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all, and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, it's the chameleon you see. A chameleon is a small lizard like creature. He has no ears and no wings. If a person sees nothing on the tree, he will know at once that it is a chameleon, because a chameleon changes color very fast into the color of the tree and disappears quickly. Therefore, if you see a tree and find nothing else on it, then it must be a chameleon sitting on it and hiding himself. Let's have the theme of the poem. The poem calls upon us indirectly to be aware of the special distinguished marks of some animals in a humorous way. The poet suggests that it's very risky to be in a close proximity to these wild animals. The knowledge about different animals is must as a safeguard against danger from any one of them to our life. This knowledge will be beneficial for us if we ever go out for a stroll, especially in a forest. Thank you and have a wonderful day.